Oh, yeah. To the 106th episode, 106th episode from the Premium Advantage.
106.
Today, live. Friday, January the 10th, 2025. Ooh,
Boom.
man. What an adventure we are having. What an adventure. So many things are happening. We'll try to get the information, gather it, show it in such a way where it's streamlined.
Do not adjust your TV screen. We have flip places.
Pow, 2025. New things. You know, sometimes we always talk about, hey, you can't stay in the same place. You need to look around, see from different
Keep
perspective.
on moving.
Different solutions may come up. Some different situations come up for different situations. So sound check is going. Don't forget, tax season is ready to go. If you want to ask some questions, go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com. Set up a complimentary appointment. We will answer your questions. Host, myself, Roberto, Premium HTX in all social media. Our co-host, Mr. Sportscinto.
Hello to the people in podcast land.
I like it. The energy, our topics today. Again, trying to, combine the information in such a way where folks are aware of the things, of the shifts that are happening, right? So right now, for example, the updates on the BOIR filing, FinCEN BOIR filing, several labels for this situation.
No idea what this is. You're going to tell us, I guess.
Talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
California wildfires. Everybody's
I've heard
a lot of conversation there in the headlines there. Sportscinto.
Got some new stuff for this week.
We'll always talk about sports, correlation with probability, insurance, correlation, probability, things of that nature. So, topics for today for the podcast. Here we go. Let's see what we come up with. If you guys have some topics that you want to discuss, be a guest, let us know. Go to the website. Moratoriums lifted for insurance in Texas.
How long does this last? How does that go?
The moratoriums, they come in and out. So it depends on whether there's storms or not. And there was some situations last week with the freeze, but now everything's back. So, but they may be,
Oh, they were going to do something different because of the freeze, and then it didn't freeze as much as they thought, or what's the deal?
Yes. No, well, the companies always are aware of situations that may increase claims last minute when people don't have insurance, and they're like, oh, let me get some insurance. So they, hold back with regards to activating anything until the the extra hazardous situation passes, and then they go and kind of return to business.
People do that at the last minute?
No. Not a lot of people, not anymore, but before, and typically.
Imagine getting in a car crash and like, let me get on my phone and get
insurance. Oh, no,
hold on, officer. Let me get I'll need that policy A. Policy A. Let's do it. Like, that'd be some gangster stuff if you can get your insurance on your phone while you got in a car wreck. That'd be awesome. Not giving any ideas, just saying.
All right, cool. So, let's see. So, BOIR, this is an intriguing one.
Okay, so explain this. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the FinCEN filing that they put up last year from the government. The federal government put a filing requirement on LLCs or corporations, where if you had your company before 2024, you had up to December 31st to do a filing where you put in the beneficial owners of the company. This is to combat financial crimes. So pretty much the whole country has been going through this process. And then last minute, like a judge in Texas was like, nope. They put an injunction, put a pause, extended the time frame. And then now it's on hold again. Now you go to the website, it says you're on hold, like there's no penalty. Keep in mind, one of the things is that they're threatening is with a $500 a day penalty if you don't do your filing.
Whoa.
Yes. That's nice. Like, whoa, everybody's got to do a filing by when, and who's got to file what, and it's $500. And
$500 a day?
Like don't forget it's a fraudulent crime. I guess there's an elevation situation there with regards to that. And then, so what's constitutional, what's not? It's a debate here.
So I don't understand. What were they doing before, or what's different?
A requirement for you to have to do a filing. Right now, it's actually voluntary. If you want to do it, and when you're like, you know what, that doesn't matter. Fight crime, and then I trust you can put it in. But right now, it's a fight. And then so the people that haven't submitted, they're like, I guess, holding off. We're waiting to see if this fine situation goes through or not. That whoever fell for it, I guess.
Why would this judge do that? Like, is there money involved? Why?
I mean, there's definitely money, $500 a day if businesses don't file that required filing. So this is our first time in history with regards to this type of filing.
First time in history?
So it's a lot of authority that comes. So we're just having a filing, right? The federal government is now saying that everybody, every company, hey, business ownership report for every owner, mandatory. So like once it's there, like how are you gonna take it back? they're in there. Charging $500 a day. You don't need
So what's the next move? What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I mean, so who knows? Right now, that's what we're mentioning is that there's shifts. So it's like, well, what's it? Is it not a filing? Is it not? Or what it is? And right now, it's not, but it was. And so you have to be mindful.
So who's most affected by this?
Business owners that are, and then folks that are interested in keeping their privacy. Right, so there's the nature of that.
That's huge,
about
now.
Who has my information? Do they have to have my information?
Right.
There's constitutional rights with the Fourth Amendment is what's in question here. The fourth right to privacy and things of that nature. Right.
Man, that's wow. That could trickle up to Supreme Court type of things.
That's where we're at. Yeah, right. So it's moving up those levels, and that's where we're at. That's
wow. Keep an eye on that.
But you can if you want to. If you're just okay with people having this. So the thing is, you can say, oh yeah, it's mandatory. I'll put in voluntarily this company's information, but I've got like 6 other businesses that I'm not gonna give you those.
Oh, okay, now I see. Wow.
So what's voluntary was not what's mandatory. No, it's like we want all 6 of your businesses beneficial owner.
Wow.
Yes. So there we are. That's where it's at.
Wow. Keep an eye on that.
If you have questions about that, I guess go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com, set up an appointment. We can go through those
discussions.
Break
that down, dude. That's amazing.
Reminder from the state. I got my email this morning. Register for your state reminders. Don't forget the deadlines for the year is coming up. Sales tax. You have sales tax due. Also, the annual tax preparations are available if you go to the website at premiumadvantage.com. Set up an appointment. Go through the process with you. We have a membership available for.
Dude, get on your taxes now. Everybody waits.
We're done, baby. I already finished all my calculations with regards to all that. If you wanted some estimates, we got those ready. Don't wait for your tax preparer. You can wait for them if you want to. You can go to the premiumadvantage.com. Some appointments. Get that going.
Boom.
Tax reminders. California, what have you heard? What's going on?
Dude, shout out to all my fam out in Cali. I got a lot of family out there.
Tragic situation.
I used to live out there. Yep. I much love to all my friends and family out there. Shout out to everybody who's dealing with that. Shout out to the firefighters, all the emergency vehicle, all the emergency services, all the people having to deal with this. This is unprecedented. It's unfortunate and it's crazy with that's why we try to provide solutions here at the Premium Advantage.
Trying to see what we can do to try to
one of the things obviously we know about is you can call 211, you can call the Red Cross, but also FEMA has just been announced as it's a nationally declared emergency. So you can get your FEMA applications put in right now, start getting your FEMA money ASAP. So everybody out in California, everybody watching this right now, tell your people in California, you can do your FEMA applications now. Even if your county has not been declared officially, you can still put your application in. And once it's declared, you'll get everything set up. So get your applications in yesterday for your FEMA. The FEMA people are actually staying overtime. They're working overtime hours right now to make sure that they're getting all the applications in for California. So let's get that done, man. And I'm curious, the insurance side of this. This is a big question or big situation happening in California. How is it that State Farm can pull all of these fire?
I wasn't actually clear. I was doing some research on that. I wasn't actually clear with regards to. Apparently there's some form of notice. Is it State Farm?
State Farm.
I'm not actually sure.
It's State Farm.
I'm not actually checked.
I know for sure.
I mean, this happened like yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was researching, but I couldn't come up with an accurate, solid answer where I could come up with and be like, yes, this is what happened. But we're researching, right?
Yeah.
So
all I know is stuff that I'm reading from Twitter.
So what you saying? What did Twitter say that State Farm did?
So this is
is that right?
Yeah.
Because I got Twitter that told me that State Farm. I got it. I love it.
It's even further than that. A comedian said that State Farm said that this said. Okay. So it's like 3 layers of
connectivity.
All right. So a bunch of comedian friends and also famous people are posting on Twitter that they had State Farm. I was gonna say like 6 months ago or 8 months ago, something like that.
8 months ago,
they canceled everybody's fire insurance policy.
Oh, okay.
So on their home insurance policy, they canceled only the fire part.
They're like, so you're canceled or exclusive? Maybe they put the form of exclusive. Oh, they canceled the fire.
Completely canceled. So they said, here is your new policy going forward.
No fire.
We've removed fire from this.
Yeah.
And they even said like they try to make it seem like we're hooking you up.
Yeah.
Oh, your monthly fee is only this much now on the paper.
Yeah.
They even showed it on Twitter.
Yeah.
His bill, it was like huge. And it said, congratulations, you're going to have it didn't say congratulations, but it said, your bill is going to be now this amount. We went ahead and subtracted and adjusted these and this and that.
Yeah.
And he said, when I looked further, the reason why my bill was less per month is because they removed the fire policy.
Sure.
So and everybody didn't say anything about it because they weren't too worried about it at the time. But now,
this is interesting.
So they're saying, or at least the Twitter comedians are saying that Twitter that State Farm,
Yes, yes.
3 degrees of separation. Somebody that
I don't want to know who it is.
that they had some inside information, not necessarily inside information, but information about the floodplains, the brush debris, the lack of pressure management for the fire hydrants, all those things that they apparently knew about or anticipated it coming, and just went ahead and pulled these fire policies. So there's some people with like up in arms trying to figure out why these people pulled their fire policies.
I'll tell you what, insurance companies are becoming very savvy with regards to their, I mentioned probability, and I mentioned earlier with regards to the sports situation, right? So this is all with regards to the name of the game, which is
analytics.
And then the way that numbers and data is analyzed is different.
AI.
Everything is shifting with regards to the market. So folks can come up and say, "Oh yeah, you knew," but then it's like, "No, we didn't really know.
We didn't know."
But then at that point, what you really have to find out is whether or not they had sufficient time and options to get that coverage that they have removed. Like, was there sufficient notice? Was it not appropriate to say, "Hey, by the way, you don't have any fire"? Did they tell them? Did they actually
tell them? You
hear this,
man? You hear this?
I'm just
knowledge.
Saying, I'm just
That's
saying.
good stuff.
I'm just saying. If they told you and they let you know and they give you an option and you signed the paper that said, "I don't want the coverage," go ahead and take it off. Then at that point, but there you go.
And as a skeptic, I'm always skeptical of everything. As a skeptic, if I get this and I see, oh, they removed my fire policy, I want to know why. Like, hey guys, why did they take this fire policy off? This is something that sounds fishy.
So some of the things that they've been doing, I mean, when I mean they, I mean just the markets, insurance folks, the markets, is, for example, the deductibles, right? They shift the deductibles so that it's high risk in the beginning, and then so at that point is a big chunk of the big original risk stays with the homeowner or the property owner, and right. So the bigger major risk goes over to the carrier. So at that point, I mean, it's a matter of cost and how much is that worth, and then who's offering the better offer for those exchanges. Yes, sir. Insurance
so apparently, along the lines of insurance, there's also situations with permits and city ordinances to build, which have changed in the last 10, 15 years.
Sure,
so what's intriguing about it is that they're talking, I say they, comedians are saying that Twitter, that all say, but I'm seeing this from people that I know, and they're saying that they're not going to rebuild those houses on the Malibu, on the coast of the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, PCH. Because it's gonna, the amount of permits.
Sounds like Lex Luthor,
dude.
Sounds like
this is what everybody's talking about in Hollywood. It's very Lex Lutheran. I know. So they're talking about because of the amount of permits.
How did the fires get started?
This is another topic. Let me get to that. Hold on. Before I get to that, that they're not going to rebuild those houses. That they want to keep the coastline open so that you can see it. I don't know if you've seen those videos of the now new coastline where you can see the ocean. So apparently they want to keep it like that because it's going to take something like 3 or 4 years
to rebuild it.
A permit, just permits to get from I'm going to City Hall today to ask for my permit to the first day you get lumber delivered to your house to start building.
Welcome to California. That's
where
it is.
It's going to be 3 years.
Sure.
Just to get lumber delivered, dude. It's so much that they're like, let's not even do it. So that's what they're talking about. Now, to get to your question about what happened, there's a lot of theories, a lot of speculation.
So, man, it's a world of conspiracy.
Firefighters are the best at determining where a fire originated. It takes time, but they figure it out eventually. Every wildfire, I lived in California for many years. Every wildfire I've ever been a part of, they always have the answers to exactly how it started. One year when I was there, it started from a power line, one particular power line, and they knew exactly which company didn't do their due diligence to keep that power line up, and which caused this huge fire. And that company got sued for billions of dollars. So they know this information, and it's coming out slowly. There is actual fact proof that one of the fires, and I can't remember the name of which one because they're all named based on which part of the mountain.
Fires have names?
The fires have names.
Are you saying
like
there's
the one
family of fires ranging to California?
No, they just named it based on the area. So the Palisades
but they're
fire,
simultaneously different name fires
yeah,
that are not related.
they're not related.
They're not touching each
Not
other.
touching each other.
Oh, really?
And that's what
So there's
they're
a
saying.
fire.
People are lighting these fires on purpose because they know that this is their opportunity to be weird, crazy psychos and do this. And then the winds are picking up back in. Today, the winds are going to be back up to 100 miles an hour.
Wow, but you know, at this point, you don't need to light nothing. You just say, hey, stop with the situation.
It's getting, and now crazy people are lighting fires in the city of LA.
But it's not confirmed that this is actually.
Well, no, there's videos of people actually doing it and being arrested, getting caught lighting a fire in the city.
What?
Yes. People are crazy, dude. And that's why we all, and this is the other part of that, the other side of that coin is that we all have to be vigilant. I've talked about this before in the show. When stuff happens, man, you need to report it. You need to, hey, look, I've trained MMA fighters. If I see some idiot trying to light a fire in my city, I'm gonna go tackle him. I'm sorry. That's just how I am. So like I'm not saying go tackle people, everybody. Sure. I have training. I can do that. But my point is, like, let's all keep an eye out because people are doing weird things these days, dude. So these fires,
say something.
These fires, exactly. At the end of the day, let's see something, say something, man. So these fires there's a lot of things going on in this.
All right.
It's going to change politics. It's going to change rules. It's going to take everything is going to be changed because of these
markets
fires.
and shifting situations.
And side note, real quick, everybody's like, why aren't they just dumping ocean water into this fire? Right? You can't do that, guys. Yes, salt. The salt is going to just. Have you ever heard of the old biblical? I think it's biblical. The old phrase, "salt of the earth." Okay, so if you salt earth, it destroys crops. It takes like generations for that soil to get its minerals back. So we don't want to throw salt water in the fire because that's going to be bad. Actually, the fire, it creates, I forgot what it's called, but basically the ash, what fire creates is good for the soil. So this is like, that's why this is going to be weird, man. All of this,
a lot of fires, a lot of situations.
And it's 0% contained right now.
Oh, man.
7 people have died.
Oof.
So
sorry to hear that. Okay, so we're all vigilant because it affects everybody. You know, this is nationally. A lot of the insurance companies are national carriers, so that those situations affect us indirectly, directly, but still because we're all connected in this way.
It's gonna affect all of us, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to Fat Tony. I know you're dealing with a lot right now, homie.
Man, sorry. So Tony was a guest on the show.
Good friend of the show. Yes.
All right. Cool. Sportscinto.
All right, y'all. Sportscinto is here. It is time for NFL firings. These are our firings. There's a bit of controversy going on with this right now. So these are all the head coaches that have just been fired from the Jets, the Saints, the Bears, the Patriots, and the Jaguars. As you can see, offensive coordinators. These all happen immediately. As soon as the playoffs start, they call it Black Monday.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as the playoffs start, everybody starts getting fired, and they're starting to prepare.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
it's typical every year.
Every year. This is what happened. But something interesting on with these coach firings is this one, Gerard Mayo. So Gerard Mayo is a special situation compared to all these other guys. All these other guys used to be coaches in other situations, other teams. They were either offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, even general managers. The only one that has never done any of that is this one. Gerard Mayo was a player who played for the Patriots, who also happens to be African-American. For some reason, the NFL only gives African-American coaches one bad team, one season, and then fires them.
Okay.
This is what happens with black coaches.
One bad team and what?
They give them a team who's terrible, and they give them 1 year and then fire them. So this happened. The Texans had a coach, David Coley was his name. I can barely remember his name. That's how bad it is. We had him for 1 year. He's black coach, fired. Right. Sure. It was when we were at our worst. So, anyways, it's interesting when all these coaches are also going to be moved around to other teams. So it's like what's the point of firing these guys if they're just going to shuffle them around? Meanwhile, the greatest coach of all time is available, Bill Belichick.
Define available for me.
Not working.
Oh, really? Oh, really? He's
needs a job.
Oh, shit. Tell him to come to the show.
Needs a job. Oh, I know.
So we need a coach. Hold on. Was he charging though?
Look at all these.
But he's retired. Is he charging?
Of course he charges.
Come on, Belichick.
Of course, all these
Belichick.
coaches. Look at all these positions that are open, and nobody offered the greatest coach of all time a position. So he ended up taking a college team. Because he still wants to coach. So he's going to coach at North Carolina now.
Oh, okay. So he's not really available anymore then.
No, he's not anymore. But why would the NFL not hire the greatest coach of all time?
Maybe they don't feel like he's up to the potential to be able to kind of challenge the players and
no.
You know.
No,
What
because
do
they hired him on ESPN to talk about sports, and every time he talks, people are like, "Oh my God, he's the greatest."
Sure. So then.
So
then why not?
we think there's some sort of blacklisting, some
really?
sort of conspiracy within the NFL.
Like, that's it. He's done. He had enough already. Get him out of here.
Or this is something I heard from a very rich person. One of my very, very rich clients told me something that he always tells me what rich people do. And he said that there's a possibility that the Patriots owner told everybody, okay, he's retiring, nobody can hire him.
Oh, okay.
It's like a hey, all my rich homies, this is what I say, and this is what's gonna happen. And they're just like, yes, sir, because it's him. So I don't know why, but it's interesting with the whole coaches being moved around. So NFL, this is our playoff picture right here. The Houston Texans are going to be taking on the Chargers. That is tomorrow, Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Yes, and we're super excited. The stadium, it's sold out.
Wow.
We're going to be loud, all right? So to all my Karens who want people to sit down and be quiet, I'm sorry.
Don't go to this game.
Don't go to this game. Or sit by the bar.
Not
You
for
can
you.
do that too. But we're excited about this game. Our Texans, majority of us are healthy. And we're going to be going in there full force. I'm just praying for number 78 to get himself together. Gotcha. Our offensive line to do their job. If not, CJ, run for your life.
Let's get it. Is there something that we're expected to see this slant? Do you think they've perfected that? They will last game, right?
Yes.
They seem like they have recuperated somewhere.
So what we're doing right now is we're using our tight ends to block more. We're using our running backs, our fullbacks to block more. So we're still trying to use our deception, which is running screens, running, motions, moving things around, but using other guys to act like they're going to get the ball, but then staying back and blocking.
Got it. And then is the game going to be outdoors, indoors?
Here. It's here.
And they're going to it's going to be closed?
It's going to be closed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So temperature control situation.
Temperature control.
I like it at home, so we have some advantage there. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely have some advantage there.
Okay. So. You see some good probabilities there? Or you think
man. Okay. I mean, if the offensive line can hold up, if CJ can get rid of that ball, our defense. The Chargers, this is a big one. The Chargers lost 2 starter offensive linemen in the last game.
Got it.
So they got 2.
So be on the lookout for this.
Yes, and what our specialty, the Texans' specialty, is defense. So we're going to be just all over Justin Herbert, man. We're going to be in his face. So I anticipate it being a low-scoring game and our defense just destroy. Here's my guarantee. If our defense scores, we win. Okay, guarantee it.
Got it.
So I'm just hoping our defense does a good job. The other teams that are the Chiefs have a bye, the Lions have a bye, meaning they're all just sitting there, just licking their chops, waiting to see who they're going to destroy. Interesting matchup. We're going to be playing whoever wins out of the Ravens and the Steelers. That's who we're going to be playing next. So it's going to be an interesting situation, man. I'm excited. On the NFC, not really caring what's going to happen. We're going to see what happens with that. I'm anticipating just some really good games all the way around. So awesome. That's it for Sportscinto.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. Reminders, don't forget, monthly raffle. If you're interested in participating, go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com, membership tab, raffle entry all the way at the bottom, or the YouTube channel in the About section, raffle entry little area right there for you if you're interested in the monthly giveaway where you can get $100, be invited to the show, or go to one of the events. Woo. One of the events, live podcast every Friday if you're interested. Also, the links on the website, thepremiumadvantage.com.
Yeah.
Take a picture time. Let's see, we got to do the selfie. Right, we're incorporating solutions into the show. We got to do the selfie for ourselves. That's how we're doing it now.
Shout out to Vero, because we're so bad at taking pictures that she made
selfie for the show for each episode. We're incorporating it so that we get it
in the show. She put it in the show.
It's going to be done, baby.
Why am I wearing this beanie? I forgot to take it off.
It is what it is. You want to get it done? We're keeping it? We're keeping it?
We're keeping it.
Cool. See you guys next time.